Hi Miss Le, I'm Charles here, and today I'll be presenting to you my dashboard on drug abuse and prevention. And these are the chart that I've generated after I've cleaned my data that I've obtained from data.gov.sg. And the four data that I've used is age group, gender, ethnic group, and major drugs. And for the first chart you see will be the age chart. And in order to achieve this bar chart, I use the variable age group and sum of number of drug abuser. From this bar chart, I can see that for the age group 20 to 29 years old have the highest number of drug abuse of 459,000, whereas the age group 60 and above has the lowest number of drug abuse, which has a number of 48,000. Second, and the second one will be the gender, and we can see that I've used the bubble chart, which consists of two chart, as there's only like gender, which is male and female. So from here we can see that the male is has a bigger circle, has a bigger bubble, which has a figure of 4.5 million, of which means that 4.5 millions of this total number of drug abuse are male, and there are 722,000 of drug abuse that are female. Next, we will move on to the ethnic group, and from here you can see there are five different colors, and each colors represent different ethnic group. For the green one, it represent the Malays, and the blue one represent the Indians, and the purple one represent the Chinese, and lastly the gray one represent the others. From this pie chart we can see that uh, the ethnic group Malay actually took up almost half of the pie chart, and it has a total number of drug abuse of 1.2 million, and the Chinese take up 855,000 of the total number of drug abuse. Next will be major drugs. I use the highlight table, and from this highlight table there is like different shades of colors which indicate the different digit of the different number of drug abuser. So we can see that the red color and the orange color are actually both of the most commonly used uh, drugs by drug abuser, which is the heroin and ice, which the heroin took up 419,000, and for the ice is 351,000. Next we'll move on to the age line, and this line are able to tell us the trend of the drug abuser by their age group. From here we can see that the blue lines represent the age group of 20 to 29, and it has been growing since 2011, and up till now it's still increasing. To as of 2015, it has a total number of drug abuse of 92,000. Whereas for the red line, which is belong to the age group of 40 to 49, its higher peak was at 2012 with a total number of 83,000, and it has, as the years go by, it has slowly declined till now 2015. It has a total number of 56,000 of drug abuser. And next will be the age group 30 to 39, and the highest peak is 2013, which has a total number of drug abuse of 79,000, and it has declined in 2014, and it began to grow again. Next will be the ethnic line, which is the same as the pie chart. The green line represent the Malay, purple represent the Chinese, blue represent the Indians, and grey represent the others. And we can see that the there's a constant growth in the ethnic group Indian, and the highest peak for the Malay ethnic group was in 2012 with a total number of drug abuser of 234,000, and for the Chinese has a his highest peak was in 2013, which has a total number of drug abusers of 166,000. Next will be gender line, which is represented by the male and female. And for the male, it has been constantly increasing until 2014. The lowest peak was 717,000 of drug abuser. Whereas for the female drug abuser, it has been growing steadily until highest peak was in 2015. Has a total number of drug abuser of 138,000. Next will be the major drugs. And from this line chart, you can see that there is two dark green and light green line, which is the dark green line is the heroin and the light green line is the ice. And for heroin, the highest peak was 2012, which has a total number of drug abuser of 107k. And then the green one will be 2011 of 55,000. And for the heroin, it has been declining, whereas for the ice has been growing. Next we will move on to consequences of drug abuse. The consequences of drug abuse consist of physical effect that will be damaging to our organs, parental and fertility issue, and besides that, if let's say the drug abuser share a needle with someone who is infested with HIV, they might have a chance of getting HIV as well. Next will be drug abuse caught with possession of 500 gram. For example, caught with possession of 500 gram of cannabis will face a mandatory death penalty. This shows that Singapore is very strict with people consuming drugs. Lastly will be the drug abuser relationship with their family and friends will be strained, as drug abuser may keep asking their family for money can so that they will be able to buy drugs and make themselves able to go to work. Next will be how a drug abuser gets help. I have find out two ways of how drug abuser can get help. First one will be SANA, which is Singapore Anti Nicotine Association, which is a voluntary welfare organization which was set up in August 1972 to provide help and support and prevent drug abuse in Singapore. And the second organization they can seek help from is National Addiction Management Service, that is set up in the Institute of Mental Health in 2008 and is supported by the Ministry of Health to provide treatment for people with different addictions such as drug, alcohol, inhalant, and gambling. And I also have included the helpline for both organizations. Lastly, how to prevent youth from drugs. There are several ways to prevent youth from drug abuse. Firstly, school can organize a talk by CMB to educate students on the harmful effect drugs can cause to their health and the penalties they will face when they consume drugs or find in possession of drugs. Secondly, they can by promoting say no to drug campaign in school, bus stop during television or movie commercial can also bring out the importance to say no to drugs. Lastly, youth should also learn how to say no and not just to consume drugs due to peer pressure. Thank you.